months of the season, and we got a good Monday nighter in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The punter Logan Cook set to start the proceedings, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
This nigga spamming snatch back behind the back.
Play action. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. How about this?
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-0 the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Now he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
This nigga trash. I'm gonna even learn some new moves. That's not best behind the back end. That.
Touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the
30 in his face, little ass bitch.
Realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Damn. Damn, they said that was only 6%. He was in my grill.
A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%.
Go off my court.
Only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Here comes third down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
This is taken in by McBride. touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Damn, this thing got 90.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And probably it's just a battle of wins in both ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this.
It's just like if you at work at 8 hours, you can't work your guy, bitch.
To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On the tackle there was DJ Turner. The Jaguars at 3-8. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Easy. Hey, let's go. Go. Big 13 heavy. Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Trey Hendrickson drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Devin Tompkins deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Here we go.
These two teams all tied after one. Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
Here we go.
A loss results there.
2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Burrow on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that run, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there left the Charlotte at 3. And it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. A free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now Burrow changing things up here. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And it's caught. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. For the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all of these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jaguars 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go, sir.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
11. 13, Lou.
Now Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
30 left.
On play action, Lawrence. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First down. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
30 left.
In motion right is Ridley.
Score on these guys.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Play action. It's Lawrence rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Fuck that bitch.
Here's Lawrence. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
And what do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. They'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
That's big time stuff. That's what we say in the
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards that time.
First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
31. Jaguars 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 30 yards.
Gain of 30. First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shot. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot. yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Lawrence. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Think right open.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And some room to roam now. Down the sideline he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Well, it's been a fantastic game for this defense. Has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage
saw another example of it there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory.
I'm not sure trying to talk about.
To polish it off here in
That boy already at L.
inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner?
Touchdown, Bengals! Trey McBride, 26 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And
They get on that job laughing.
As Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Lisa 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go, go. Go, go, let's go.
Lawrence will throw.
Jersey.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to
Zion.
be for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
A gain of 12. First down, Bengals.
They go play action with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
At the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes.
Pressure.
Fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now a second down throw in the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback.
Hey, on bullshit.
You got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window.
Yeah, he on bullshit.
In this case, unsuccessfully.
And they are going Johnson on for the extra point. And oh, it's wide right. No good.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, run!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation.
How do you get off the victory section?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Yeah, the one over there.
Gun. Stop. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh,
Throwing over the
gotta catch that.
It's incomplete.
Yeah, you supposed to delegate.
Attack, even though that one was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved.
I thought you just grabbed around for the other kid. You actually made them waste their time.
A chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Burrow looking to pass. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
After the touchdown,
What you doing, Quaddy?
Making the unis.
For the 3 or the 5?
The 3.
I thought y'all found somebody. It ain't been scouting? No, y'all know I'm in the 5. Alright, peace.
No, I ain't do these.
Nah, dickhead, no. Never, gang.
I definitely didn't do them.
Never.
That was
I'm
wrong.
not playing in them. Fuck with the Harlem Globetrotters? No.
No, I ain't even do this. I don't know where this shit came from.
The home joint is black and red. The alternate joint is like black, white, and blue. I guess
No, I ain't never get here yet.
Okay. Shit, yeah, I mean, we could go super like complimentary, or we can just go like 3 different complete breakdowns.
I mean, it don't matter. Shit gonna change it anyway.
Yo, you talking about the accessories, right?
Yeah.
Hey, boy, take that collar.
What color we gonna fuck with though?
I mean, I guess we could keep this joint aligned with the. We're gonna keep it in mind. We red and black. I mean, black and red. I guess we just do red and black. Just stripes and shit.
Yeah, we can just get rid of that. Damn, what team was it though? I lost it.
It should be in your recent. It's not a recent tab.
I think it's the Grizzlies. Yeah, what the fuck?
Secondary is white. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is dumb strike?
Oh shit.
wish they changed the accessories.
I put the Instagram down. Oh, yeah. I'm stuck. Your name Chase.
Or the color.
Should make everything look ass. I fuck with the black though.
It's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I guess we just do that blue and black.
It's harder
It gotta be
on.
white.
That wasn't the same stripe, was it?
Yeah, some common shit.
Yeah, the gang tweaking just doing shit.
They don't have the elite Jones. Well, that's
Gang tweaking.
Yeah, now you good, bro. Yeah, that's alright, Killer. You was already.
That gray kinda cool.
Wanna personality.
great.
Bro, what is your light one? Oh, that's my light.
I'm about to take this logo off. Yeah, this shit just not gonna be matching with each other. Fuck it.
Yeah, cool though.
She keeping it a buck. Alright, look. Cash out. You good. We'll keep it a buck. What up? We saving the best for last. The best nigga from here. Turn that cam on, bro. Yeah. Just that dead man.
Copy and paste it like the whole beat. Change the colors and shit.
Where? Toronto. I am
14. Cat.
Yo, she gotta be fried.
She cat like shit.
I know.
She like shit.
What do I like to do? I just like, I don't know, I just wish I was bothered. Yeah.
What the fuck? What's different?
Alright, that white shit.
Oh, the number font too. These ones just look plain as fuck.
Things because you put a black outline on the sleeve Jones.
The barber shop's not open?
Like where the neck is and the black and where the white is.
How old are you?
I think it's just because black, like this looks sleek, like.
Didn't you just say I'm young as fuck?
Oh, that one is fucking bold. I seen the joint like sticking off the jersey. Oh, maybe it was that.